Your humble
even though
servant,
Vatican II was the
how would you like to have our official 2-on-2 debate on this topic on SFT's channel? You and I against two well knowledgeable Catholics on this particular topic. Because I personally believe that if it would have been you and I on that debate, bro, we would have murdered those Catholics.
Oh
I
yeah,
was saying that to myself. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
bro,
lie.
that would have been a
absolutely.
slaughter. That would have been a slaughter. Humble
and
servant, I think it's time for us to go to the big leagues, brother. I'd be down to do a 2-on-2 debate with just that format. And we'll do it at SFT's channel, Standing for Truth. He'll moderate it. You'll hold it down with the opening statement. You know, you do what you do. And then after that, that 2-on-2, we start to cook and fry everybody, bro. Because, bro, after I saw what the Orthodox did, in my mind, I said, yo, bro, those guys don't got nothing on us. Like Christian King, myself, humble servant. Like, I really do believe, Christian King, that if me and you would have been on there, that debate would have been over in 40 minutes. I really believe that. I think we make the best arguments on this topic. Like, I don't think there's any, and I'm trying to be humble, but I don't think there's anybody that makes better arguments than us on this topic. I really do believe God has elevated us to a level of knowledge where people are not afraid of us. Because, bro, we would have shut all of that down, bro. The
To be
Superman
honest,
argument, bro.
on this topic, I think JP, you and HHS will be the best duo on this topic.
That's what I'm saying. So if
Absolutely.
HHS is down, I'll make some phone calls and I'll get us a debate just as hot as that. And I'll even have SFT. Brother, I'm a connected man. I don't know if you guys know now. I ain't trying to brag, but your brother connected. You feel me? I got some connection. You know what I mean? I could even try to get my guys to reach out to those two, even though those guys kind of suck. I would rather somebody else
yeah,
because
that was I can't take that attitude on a serious stage.
yeah,
Like
no, I mean the guy was eating, threatening to fight people.
he
I mean
wasn't
that's just
fight. Yeah, that was. But the one
that's
thing I did learn.
ridiculous.
Here's what I did learn about this whole thing from that perspective, though. You really have to be clear on what you can argue because I think Jay got the shaft there. Like they literally just didn't want to touch anything Jay had. Literally. So the magisterium appeared to be off limits, and the Bible appeared to be off limits. That to me is that's a little problematic.
Of course, that's like, hey, like let's debate, but let's not debate where I'm gonna lose. It was a bad debate, bro. I think that you and I, in a particular situation like that, we would have capitalized in that particular area. Because if somebody's not trying to go through their sources, we eat off of that. Wait a
Oh
minute,
yeah,
you're
yeah, yeah.
telling
If they're
like
Catholic, that's a wrap.
yeah,
You want to deny the
like you
magisterium?
right away, you would have been like, wait a minute. So I'm holding you to your sources, and you don't want to debate based on your sources. But me as a Protestant, if you held me to your standard, everybody in this audience would be laughing at me. Like you would have flipped that. I think that look, I think the Orthodox guys won, but it went the full distance. It went 12 rounds. It
So
went.
here, I think
Mhm.
they won soundingly, but the reason most people can't tell is because of the language Father Ananias was using in their playground. I think they obliterated them, dude. For real. I don't think it went the distance at all. I think the first when they scurried from Jay Dyer, they knew they had lost that ground. And then Father Ananias had to walk through their playground, which was why it wasn't entertaining. And then I thought he did them in. Like, I ain't
But
gonna
bro,
lie.
the thing is that bro, they didn't even. The problem why I disagree with you a little bit is
Lusartan just
because
joined the
they didn't even want to
tabernacle.
debate their own sources. At that point, there's no
Right.
debate. Well,
That's
humble servant, would you be down to do that 2-on-2 with me, bro?
Yeah, yeah. Let's just make sure we tighten up what can be debated, because like that, I won't take like Jay, and props to Jay for not blowing his lid. You know what I mean? I have to give
Well,
him
he
some
did show
respect.
the phone. He did show the phone. I mean,
No, no,
bro,
no, no, no. But
what?
he didn't like the dude is like antagonizing him, calling him this stuff, saying he wants to box. We've seen Jay blow up on his own streams. He didn't like really go crazy in this debate. When actually this is the one time where it may have been justified.
Hold on, the moderator just reached out to me. The brother, you know I'm a connected man. The moderator just reached out to me. He's going to give me an answer. Now, obviously, I would like to debate this topic, HHS. But
Mhm.
again, if they don't use their sources, that's to their detriment. Because me and you will swallow them alive if they
Yeah.
don't do that. So but. The host just hit me up, fellas. I'll be back with an announcement momentarily. I'll be back. This is gonna be Christian King channel exclusive announcement. Again, that's my boy Christian King. He gets the most hot exclusive news. That's it. You gotta come here. He might put some microphones on me. You already, yeah, yeah. Did that, bro, for the last time. Exclusive announcement coming in 10 minutes. The host just hit me up, and this is SFT. He's no scrub. The man's connected. So I'll be right back in 5 minutes. Talking to the host.
Well, go ahead, JP. Go ahead.
Well, God bless you, brother T. God bless you. All right, fellas, I want to make an official announcement. This is exclusive on the Christian Kings channel. SFT, standing for Truth Debates, is looking for two Catholic apologists to debate me and humble servant, or I should say humble servant and I. You know, we want to get the grammar correctly. His humble servant and I will be debating two Catholics. They can be famous Catholics, they could be non-famous Catholics, or there could be Catholics from a local Catholic church, which the moderator is going to be looking for. But I told the moderator, I said, I don't care if they're famous. I don't care who they are. I don't care if they're two ambitious young 30-year-olds that want to debate their doctrine and get their names out there. I said, famous or not famous, we want to do this. I got off the phone with humble servant. He's down. He's going to take it to prayer, obviously, because, you know, he wants to do what he does for God, not for himself. Obviously, we know pride and things like that can get to us. And obviously, pride has gotten to me in some aspects as well. I'm not famous. Well, I am famous sometimes in my own mind, which is why pride gets to me. But Christian King gave me some great advice. He told me, JP, remain humble, always give the glory to God, which we're gonna do for sure. And
Amen.
we're gonna keep doing that. But this is such a disgusting topic that, you know, I told the host, I said, please start looking for some Catholic debaters. So it's going to be official. You will see Humble Servant and I in an official debate on SFT. And I'm pretty sure there'll be an exclusive after show on this channel right after that debate. And you guys will enjoy that debate. So again, the topic will be, do Muslims and Christians have the same God? It's going to be a very interesting debate. Shout out to Jay Dyer for providing the materials that he did. We will utilize those materials and we will not allow anybody to run. And if they refuse to engage with their material, that will be their funeral. So you guys heard it here. Official debate on SFT on the works. Yeah, but he's working on it now. So he's already digging. Again, they might be two famous Catholics. They could be, or they could be two average small Catholics in popularity, but they're gonna be brilliant. So, you know, there's a few names that already got thrown out on our private conversation. And he asked me if there was any debate preferences that I had. I told him, you find the two Catholics, the debate itself, the topic will sell itself. Right? Like it sells itself. Like this particular topic is
Hmm.
trending. And regardless who our opponents are, I could try to get those two guys that debated tonight, but they're a bit, I think they're weasels, if I'll be honest with you. I think they're weasels. So I think that's that, you know. So we'll figure it out. There'll be two. If I had my choice, I would say King Silva and Nick Norelli. Those would be my two guys right there. I think we put them in the hospital right away. But they're not very they're not good debaters. So there goes that. But if I had my choice, I'd love Sam Shamoon to go on it, but he wouldn't do it even if his life depended. So here's the deal.
Yeah.
A lot of guys are scared, right? A lot of guys are scared. Sam Shamoon got pummeled the last time that we debated. And now Sam Shamoon has people calling him not even Catholic. People are saying he's not even a real Catholic. So it is unfortunate that this is happening with Sam Shamoon. He is a very disgusting human being. A very, very disgusting human being. But we'll see. We'll see who it is. I think King Silv will not do it. Nick Norelli won't do it.
I
Sam
would like to see
Shamoon won't do it.
William too, but I don't think he would do it.
Well, him and Humble Servant have a bit of a history there, so I don't think he'll do it because of that. Personally, now I would like to see a one-on-one debate with William and Humble Servant in the future. I think that would be very good. I'll put in a good word. You know, I don't think that would happen either. I don't think that'll happen either, just for various reasons. But
You know, I would
oh,
like
yeah.
to see Joe Heschmeyer and Trent Horn. Not because, you know, they have a large following, but just because, like, you know, if once they get destroyed, like, who else is there? Who else is the
Yeah,
Catholics gonna have?
I could ask SFT for Joe Heschmeyer. I could ask. Because I really would go very see NeedGod.net is a very nice guy. Brothers, I will swallow and spit Joe Heschmeyer. I promise you. All I need is the opportunity. I would do him how I did Sam Shamoon. His aggressive stuff does not work. His I'm a lawyer and that will not work.